Hi guys, I'm Sophie.
And I'm Izzy, and we play for Newcastle University women's rugby team.
We're going to be doing some exercises with you guys today, exercises that we use to prepare us for matches and to keep us generally fit throughout the rugby season.
If there's anything you'll find difficult or you just step out and get some water for a second, that's fine, don't worry, hop back in when you're ready.
We're going to do easy variants of most exercises, so if you can't do the most difficult variant, that's fine, just do whatever makes you comfortable, do whatever you can do.
Well, let's hop in.
Let's get into it.
Alright, let's get into the warm-up.
It's important to warm up before any form of exercise. You want to get your heart rate up and get your body nice and warm to prevent injuries while you're doing your workout. So we're going to start with a jog on the spot. And then you want to bring your knees up nice and high. Try and hit your hands, put your hands at about mid-tummy level. And then you want to flick your feet back, put your hands on your bum and try and hit them with your feet for about 10 seconds. Then we're going to do some star jumps. So out nice and wide.
Very good.
And we're going to get on to some stretches. So it's important to stretch your muscles when they're nice and warm. You never ever want to stretch before you've done a little bit to get your heart rate up. So we're going to start with some lunges. Feel the stretch right through the back of your thigh.
Put your leg a bit further back, you can't feel the stretch.
And then we're going to stretch the other leg. And then we're going to do a sumo squat. So your regular squat, you go to about a 90-degree angle. With a sumo squat, you want to go down as low as you can possibly go.
Big wide legs.
So wide legs, and you're going to sit down as low as you possibly can and feel that stretch in your thighs.
Try to keep your back straight as well.
And we'll just do some arm stretches as well. So you want to reach one hand over your back and put your other one up to meet it and try and connect your hands as you can. If you can't, just go as far as you can.
Feel it in your tricep just along here.
And then you want to swap round. So put the other one over the top, put the other one to the back.
Very good. Right. Bring your arm across your body and hold it, either one, and turn your head the opposite way to where your arm is facing. And switch. Very good. Give it a shake out, whole body shake, up and down. Woo.
And then we'll get into exercise number 1.
So guys, we're going to do a bear crawl first. So what you want to do, you have your knees about shoulder width apart. Put your hands down on all fours. Plant your toes into the ground and just pop up. You want a nice, straight, flat, neutral back. Knees hovering off the floor about a couple of centimetres. And then what I want you to do is put an arm and a leg forward, trying to keep your hips straight, the opposite arm and leg, like so. Nice and slow, focusing on your body position. Do that to about 3 metres if you've got enough room at home, and see if you can go backwards. All the while thinking about your positioning and trying to keep your hips as straight as possible. Do that a couple of times, there and back. move on.
So the next exercise we're going to do is parachute falls. So we use parachute falls in rugby to prepare us for contact. So rugby is a contact sport, which means we need to prepare our bodies for tackles and impacts with the ground. So a parachute fall is important because it's the way we fall safely. It's important to be safe when you're playing. So what you want to do is cross your arms. You're going to be falling to the ground, but you're going to fall knees first, then your hip, then your shoulder. If it's too difficult for you, or if you feel like you're going to hurt yourself, you can start on your knees and go down to your hips and then go down onto your shoulder. Make sure if you're doing this inside, you're not near anything. Don't fall into any tables or any chairs. Make sure the space is clear. So you're going to start stood up and then you're going to fall knees, hips, shoulders. And you want to do that once on one side. You can do it on a cushion if it hurts, if you feel like it's hurting your shoulders. Put something down, a duvet, a cushion, whatever. And then the other side. Knees, hips, shoulders. And you want to do that a couple times on both sides.
Right guys, now we're going to do a press up. So we've got two variations of this one. We've got the slightly easier one if you think you can't do a full one, which is fine. So you're on your knees, hands underneath your shoulders, elbows in, and we go down like that, and up again. And then a regular one, same thing, shoulders up, hands beneath your shoulders, feet sort of hip width apart, and we go down, keeping our elbows in, not out, and then let's go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. If you feel it in here, take a stretch, arms out, and twist either way, shake it off. That should do enough again to do 5 more. I'm doing 5 on my knees for those that are doing those. Hands shoulder width apart, feet together, elbows in, 1, 2, 3. Make sure your core is engaged as well so your back isn't flopping. 4 and 5. Very good. Stretch again. And there we go.
Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is sit-ups. So what you want to do is you want to sit down on the floor. You can sit on a mat if you have a yoga mat, it's comfier. You want to put your feet about hip width apart. If you really don't want to raise them during this exercise, so put them under some furniture or get someone to hold them for you if you can. And you're going to put your hands to your head and lay fully back. You want your arch of your back to be touching the ground. Go fully back and then come fully up. You want to do 10 of those. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now the easier version of this, if you're struggling with that and you can't do another 10 normally, is you can put your arms out and raise them behind your head, fully extend them out with you, and then as you pull up, extend them in the air. So you do 10, you go out and up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And you're done.
Exercise we're going to do is some more squats. We've got 3 different kind of squats and we ask you to do 5 of each. So we're going to start with one called the cannonball, where you have your feet close together. This is going to work your inner quads in here. So feet kind of angled and together. We're going to go down, hold, and then back up. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Try and keep your back straight while you're doing that, you're not arching or curving it at all. The next one we're going to do is the sumo squat, which we've already done. This will work your glutes and the back of your legs back here. So feet shoulder width apart, shoulder width a bit wider. Again, nice straight back, arms out in front, and we go down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one we're going to do is a narrow one. This one you have to watch your balance so that you don't kind of tipple backwards. So feet just narrow with your shoulder width. And we're just going to go, focus on keeping all nice and straight. And we're going to go straight down. Stick your bum out so you don't topple over. And this one's working the front of your quads there. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Well done, guys. Well done.
Okay, so next up we're going to do a plank. A plank is great because it works pretty much every part of your body. It works your abdominals, works your arms, your legs and your back. So what you want to do is get on to your front. You want your back to be flat and your bum to be flat. You want to be a flat plank basically. And hold that. 30 seconds is good. If you can hold it for 30 seconds, you've done amazing. 60 seconds is great. Just hold it for as long as you can. So I'm going to do it for about 30 or 45 seconds. So you want to raise up, really engage your core, because you're not really getting anything out of it if you're not squeezing your core muscles. So squeezing your tummy muscles. And try and hold it for as long as you possibly can. Your body might start to shake. Mine probably will. It engages very similar muscles, but just it burns a lot of calories very, very quickly. And you can stop.
Right guys, now it's time to cool down. It's always really important to cool down after you do a workout because it stops you getting injured and stops your muscles tightening up and then not relaxing again. So, we're going to start with some moving lunges. You can be walking back and forth with this. We're going to stay as we are now for space reasons. So, lunge down, arms up, and then out to the side to stretch your back out as well. And the other leg, down, up, to the side, and back. We'll do that one more time with a different arm stretch. Like I did before, arm across, elbow to hold, and turn your head. And swap legs. Down, arm to the side, other arm over, and turn the head. And up. What's the next one?
Windmills.
Okay. Now we're going to do some arm windmills. So if you start your arms going backwards, big circles all the way back, and slowly start to make the circles smaller and smaller until you're just doing tiny little baby circles. And then we're going to go back and reverse your direction and start make those circles bigger again. So you're doing big, wide circles with your arms going forwards. To really stretch out those shoulders. Very good. Next one we're going to do, we're going to stretch out the front of our thighs. So you're going to grab your foot, pull it behind you, try not to fall over, and really push it back so you can feel the stretch in the front of your calf. Thigh, sorry.
Put your arm out if it helps you balance.
Or focus on a non-moving spot. Shake your leg out and on to the next one. Again, try and keep that balance, try not to be wobbling around.
Like me.
If you're not feeling the stretch, you can lean forwards a little bit. Again, makes the balance even harder. and shake out the leg. Next one, we're going to stretch the back of our legs. So we're going to put one foot in front of us and lean so we feel a stretch going right the way up the back of our leg. If you're not feeling it, you can grab your foot and move a bit lower. Very good. And switch. Again, if you're not feeling it, you can grab the foot and lean down a bit further. Feeling it all the way back of the knee, down the calf, up into the thigh. Very good. And that's our cool down done. Well done, guys. That was a really good session.
Cool.